Hello and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. This episode we're gonna go into the lion's den as it were, and continue on with the main storyline. Just off the starport here, though, you may want to talk to this vendor here.
Achuta, wonga kun bistolpi kikoyana. Ronda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nunu. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno bamulera chiku. Achuta, wonga kun bistolpi kikoyana. Dong.
Alright, yeah, he hates the, Circa Corporation, but we're not gonna get into that. Let's see what he has. Alright, the most important thing that he has is this. If you have enough credits, and I could, this is also pretty good. And if you're into Pazak, he's got a few cards. But this is what you really want. The list. No. I'll have to see what kind of armor I can give to people. I'm not going to use all these. I've gotten through this quite easily without it, but if you need it, it's here. So, and it's upgradable, which not a lot of things are in this game. I mean, you can always sell it again later, so. I guess this is equally as good. An ion rifle. I'm not sure if I had one. Disruptor. An ion blaster. Huh, there you go. And an ion rifle.
What?
So actually, since I have these,
Yes?
What?
okay. So, like I said, that guy has that sword, if you really need it. But, I don't know, I don't want to give up the second lightsaber, so. For you guys worrying about my attack style, I'm planning on putting some effort into the, flurry. Okay. We already talked to this guy, right?
Thank you for exacting my revenge on those Mandalorian.
Yes, we did. Okay. Now I have found that just attacking is why are we running after the beast? This is the one thing that is kind of sort of annoying about melee characters, is that they do chase after target needlessly. But it happens. Okay, that was like one of the most pointless cutscenes. Okay. Thank God it saved before we came in here automatically, so I don't have to worry about it. Why am I... Okay. The one thing that's kind of... What language is that? That sounds like sand people. This is pointless, let's go. Baslid, you have anything? You understand any of this?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
In response, in any languages spoken by the slaves or the builders. Yeah, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Or it could be, Nemo's corpse there. Are you some type of guardian? How long have you been here?
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Who are these builders?
These builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
That's a bit of a bold statement saying that they're not in the historical records at all. Have you seen a builder recently? What is this Star Forge? What is it? What does it do?
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything. Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Or you could pipe in.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Did you kill that Jedi? Not programmed for combat, okay?
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Okay. But first... Yes. We are going to loot his body for... this gives us 6 defense bonus, and immunity to mind affecting. And this gives us a defense bonus of 2. You know what? We're gonna keep that on. We're actually gonna keep that on. For those of you who think this is a glitch, no, it's not. I'm factoring in that this is probably something that Nemo... Oh, so much for that. nice if we could hit it. I'm just saying.
The force fights.
Wow, the stun droid actually works. Now, explain this one to me. If this thing, if this area is if this place is 20,000 years older than the Republic, how do they, start data pad. Talk to the computer. Language complete. Life-giving, oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. So how do I rob a droid that is clearly 20,000 years old and get parts for a recently built droid? Oh, God.
There. Let's make this quick.
Thank you. Talk to the computer. Insert data pad. Talk to the computer. Alright, death is desert, volcanic, and barren. And if you fail that quiz, the droids just reactivate. Okay, and
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began. This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Dantooine, and here's Manaan. but there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Well, perhaps those worlds have clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Okay. And with the completion of this, now all the other subsequent character building side quests have now activated. So when we're running around, we'll get interrupted. So okay, now I've just put everyone away and teleported back here because I don't want to trigger anything and get interrupted. I want to talk to the council one last time before we leave. And this guy's gonna interrupt me. Oh, nope. Cool.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
I found an incomplete star map.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Starforge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Starforge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Starforge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Starforge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Dantooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Starforge.
Sounds like a suicide mission.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Great. Bastila and Catwoman. Anyone else you want to stick me with?
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
When do I leave?
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Right. So I'm gonna see what these guys have to say about the other stuff that we've done.
I have heard that the Sandrels and Matalis have agreed to cooperation in the construction of a new estate to house their children. Apparently, a son of one family and the daughter of the other are getting married. I also hear that we have you to thank for this happy occurrence. I am glad that you are using the authority our order wields to achieve some measure of good. You must not fail in your mission. Find the star maps that lead to the Star Forge. This is the only way to stop Malak and his Sith followers. You and Bastila are the galaxy's last desperate hope.
But beware that dark side. Bastila will guide you, but she herself is young and new to the ways of the Jedi. You must help her as much as she helps you.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Okay.
May the Force be with you in your quest.
I must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order, and have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Padawan, I must speak with you. You are now one of the Jedi, an order with a long and glorious past. A past we should all be aware of. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
Okay. I'm eager to learn.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What does this have to do with Revan and Malak?
All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun. The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
And how did Revan fall?
Revan and Malak were heroes, the great saviors of the Republic. 1/3 of the Republic fleet was under their direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed. Three years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror. Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power. For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
What can I learn from Revan's history?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
I will think on this.
May the Force be with you.
Okay. So now we have some backstory that I wasn't necessarily planning on doing. Let's check on one more thing, and then we'll call the episode. Nameless Jedi. Okay, if you want to play Pazak, there's... Oh yeah, and if you'd failed to get Rahisha her house, they'd end up in this cabin. Let's Alright, I don't know why that's flashing. Alright, 1 second. Alright, hopefully he doesn't trigger.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost him. Oh, it's just so good to have him back. We're just gonna go right home, right now, and celebrate. Aren't we, my lovely little droid? Don't worry. I'm gonna hug you and oil you and care for you and make sure you never get away ever again.
Please kill me. I don't think I ever felt so bad for a droid before.
Okay. A little bit of flavor text there with Karth. And with that, I am going to call the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you.